Hello my lovely people, welcome back to the channel. I am glad to finally have a video for you guys. It feels like forever since I've recorded one and it's literally been like 3 months. But today I'm excited to bring you guys a new purchase. And to give a little backstory on this one, I haven't really been looking at fragrances too consistently in terms of like releases and like watching like other YouTubers. I used to watch and I was up to date with everything, but recently with like school and everything and like different hobbies, I just wasn't really as into the fragrance hobby as I used to be. So I really wasn't up to date. I didn't know what was hyped or not. And if you watched any of my other videos, I did mention a fragrance that I wanted to get, which was Burberry Hero Parfum, I think, or EDP, one of the two. And the one I ended up getting is very similar to that in my opinion. Has a similar scent profile, but it's not the same. Anyway, so the backstory is about like 2-3 weeks ago, I went on vacation. I don't know if you can tell, a little bit tan, but anyways, went on vacation and I was at the Toronto duty-free shop in the airport. And I mean, if you're a fragrance connoisseur, even not a connoisseur, if you just like fragrances in general, like that is the place to be. You know, there's so many fragrances and you can actually try them and test them. Because the issue I've been having recently is that a lot of places are trying to combat theft by removing the bottles from the stands. So like you can't even try the fragrances without asking the sales associate, which isn't a big deal. It's more inconvenient, right? You're not as willing to try like 5 or 10 different fragrances if they're not readily available, if they're not out for you to try them. So I went to the duty free and the very first fragrance I saw was it was staring at me. It was calling out to me. I went, I sniffed it. It smelled amazing and I instantly knew that I had to have it. I was tempted to buy it at the duty free, given that, you know, you don't have to pay tax on like luxury goods for most stores. So I wanted to buy it then. However, I realized that I'm going to the heat and most likely I won't be able to take care of the bottle. Like, you know, you throw it in your bag or whatever, but I don't want to go through like customs or like security or like open my luggage, put it in, and you know, so it would have been a hassle. So I figured I'll just save it for when I come back. So I came back and I just bought it this morning. Got it from Shoppers. I don't know if any of you shop at Shoppers, but I ended up getting, drumroll please, Hugo Boss Bottled Elixir. And honestly, this is somewhat of a surprising purchase for me because I'm not a super big fan of the Boss Bottled line. For some reason, I've always thought of it as dated. It might be because the original was released so long ago, so I always have that association with it. But I do like a lot of the releases from Boss, even the scent. I think the scent Parfum or one of the scents I love. However, if you guys have watched my other videos, you know that I have way too many winter scents. So that's why I never purchased it. However, I felt like it was time to get a Boss fragrance as soon as I smelled this. So I already took the plastic wrapper off. So it's not like a full unboxing, but I still haven't sprayed it yet, nothing. Here's the bottle. Absolutely beautiful presentation. It kind of looks opaque from certain angles, but it's actually a little bit see-through. Like that orange tint is like the juice inside and the glass bottle. I don't know what color the juice is. It's probably a combination of both. Like the glass is tinted and maybe the juice has a bit of color too. Hard to tell, but really doesn't matter what color the juice is. This is the cap. You got Boss on the top. I like the color. It's a little bit cheap. It's plastic, no magnetic cap, but honestly, I like the presentation. Love it. And for me, presentation is pretty important. So yeah, for a design that's kind of dated, like they haven't really changed it since the original Boss. Again, I could be wrong, but I do believe the original Boss bottle had the same design, but just like clear, and it had that like almost like yellow shade of fragrance. So for something that's still keeping true to the original design, I think this looks very, very good. So that's also a contributing factor to me purchasing it. But more importantly is the smell. So I want to give you guys a spray so you guys can see the atomizer. Let's go. I'm gonna try to do just one. There we go. Can you guys see that? Honestly, pretty good sprayer. My whole room's gonna smell like it. Wow, it smells so good. I love this. I think they have notes on the box, so let's see what they have in here. Honestly, they don't have that many, but for the top notes, they say it's an incense essence. In the heart notes, so like the middle notes, you get vetiver essence, and then in the base notes, you get cedarwood essence. Honestly, it just smells very, very classy and mature, very sophisticated. A lot of people like relate it to Dior Sauvage elixir, which I have right here, and I kind of get it, but not really. Like this, you can still smell the Dior Sauvage DNA. This has none of that. Like I'd say they're like kind of like relatives or like cousins maybe, or like second cousins. They're definitely like a similar style of fragrance, but I wouldn't say they're too similar. And before I bought this, I did do some research. So I watched a bunch of YouTubers, or not a bunch, I watched like 2 or 3 videos. One of them being Aaron Terrence Hughes, I think is his name. I've always liked his like take on fragrances and the way he explains them. He personally gave this a 10 out of 10, which is absolutely nuts, because usually I think he's kind of harsh, you know, with like all his like background in fragrances. But he did mention that it's his style of perfumery, and I would agree in saying that this is the kind of fragrance that I love. Again, another winter scent, but I think I'll be able to go through a decent portion of this, depending on how strong it is. I sprayed it yesterday because I tried it out yesterday, and it's still, I think it was at 5 p.m. Sorry, sprayed it on at like 5 p.m. and in the morning at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I could still smell it when I put my my hand up to my nose. Like you could still smell the base notes. So I think at least longevity is good. Projection, we'll have to wait and see. I'm probably gonna start with like 2 to 3 sprays. I did look at like the fragrance. I think it's Fragrantica, yes. See, I'm so out of the loop. It's been a while, but I looked at Fragrantica and they said it's strong for projection and longevity. So, and that kind of makes sense because it's a Parfum Intense. Again, I tried to stay away from the eau de toilettes. I like parfums, I like the composition, and I also like the performance that you typically get with them. And the price is actually really, really good compared to Dior Sauvage Elixir, which I think is like $250 for the 60 mls, or maybe $220. And then the 100 milliliters like $300 or something like that, Canadian. This was about like $180 Canadian, 100 milliliters of this, of a Parfum Intense concentration, whatever that means. It's still got parfum, you know, so it might be just like a little bit more oils than usual, but the scent profile is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of hard for me to explain because I don't have too much experience with it. I'm gonna be honest. I smelled it once before my vacation. I came back, I tried it again on my skin, and then I just bought it the next day. I like it that much. And again, I don't know if this has been hyped. It may have been hyped like last year. Like I saw the videos online and most of them were like 8 months ago, 10 months ago. So it's been out for a while. I don't know if it's getting the love it deserves in the fragrance community. I think if no one's talking about it, it's a shame because it's really, really good. and I'm just excited to wear this throughout winter. Another little update as to why I purchased this is because one of my other fragrances that I love is sadly almost done, and that's Armani Code Parfum. I don't know if I can get it to show. Maybe you can see there. When I even it out, I have just like a sliver. I have maybe 5 milliliters left, which, you know, is a decent amount, but it's hard to get a full spray on me just because you gotta like orientate the bottle in a way that like the straw or whatever that connects to the atomizer is like actually in the juice. Otherwise you get like small like quarter sprays or not even a quarter on you. But anyways, loved this. Talked about it so many times, and I wore it a ton. Emptied through about like 70 milliliters. I think this is 75 milliliters parfum concentration. Amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase it because I'm at the point where I don't want to have extra fragrances just lying around. So I bought this, I wore it, I enjoyed it, but I think it's time to move on, which is why I think I bought this in replacement of this. I'm gonna try to stay away from repurchasing the same bottles. Even if I really like it, I don't want it to limit me in my progression with other fragrances, or, you know, the opportunity of smelling and enjoying other fragrances. So while this was amazing, I think it's gonna be retired. I might keep the last bit just for, you know, to smell it once in a while. And this will be my possibly signature fragrance for winter. This, along with Armani Stronger With You Intensely, which is actually kind of sad that the bottle is this full, but that's kind of the issue with my collection. I have so many winter scents that it's hard to really go through any bottles. This one was easier because, in my opinion, this suits any occasion, any season, so I'd wear this all the time. This one obviously you can't really wear in spring or summer. End of fall into winter, you can wear this a ton. It smells absolutely amazing. So these two are probably gonna be some of my most worn fragrances. But yeah, so that's the video for today. This is my new fragrance. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you guys have tried it. I think a new flanker has been released. I saw something about Hugo Boss Absolute. They didn't have it at the store or like Sephora or Shoppers or anything like that, so I didn't get a chance to try it, and I didn't want to wait for it. I smelled this, I liked it, I said I'm gonna buy it, and so here we are. So expect to see some more videos on this possibly, or mention in some videos, because I absolutely love it. It's also my first Hugo Boss fragrance, so I'm going to enjoy that as best as I can. It was nice to get the camera rolling again, and hopefully I'll be able to record more videos as we head into fall and winter, and hopefully I will see you guys again very soon. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And just a quick side note, so if you're still watching this video, thank you for watching my YouTube videos in the full length. In previous videos, I mentioned that I wanted to start trying niche fragrances and the like, and I get told all the time in the comment section, like, you really got to try niche, you know, you're kind of stuck with designers and stuff like that. And I'd love to, but honestly, there just aren't really any like really bougie fragrance stores that I can go and try it from. So that's where you guys could come in. And so I'm gonna try to set up some kind of Venmo link or something of the sorts. I'm gonna put it back down in the description. So if you want me to try a sample of your favorite fragrance or some new release, you can send in a small little donation, or just like a little bit, like $5-10, whatever. It doesn't even have to cover the full cost, just a little bit. And then I'll see if I could also allow some type of text to be written. So you could be like, hey, I want you to try this. And then you put like $5-10, whatever you feel like. Anything would help contribute to the channel. I'm just not very eager to spend, you know, like $50 or even $100 on like just a few samples, because, you know, shipping adds up, and then you're getting like 3 millimeters, 5 milliliters. Do I keep saying millimeters? I think so. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna put that in the description. Hopefully I can get it figured out. And then if you guys feel inclined to help support the channel, if you want me to try scents that you can't really find in stores, that would be a good opportunity for me to smell them, and then also you guys to see my reaction to them. And yeah, we'll see where the channel goes from there. So again, if you stayed until the end, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I'll get some more videos released soon. All right, see you guys.